All right. Here we go. So while this is loading up, I just want to say Alone in the Dark as a series is actually something that was a huge, huge impact on me as far as the horror scene is concerned. Easily one of my favorite game series of all time. I don't know if anyone else saw that, but I noticed the first line of that script that she just started tearing on. That was so a reference to the first game. Literally the first ever Alone in the Dark. And here we go. So the girl we're looking at right now is Grace. Which, honestly, she has never really been that prominent of a character in the entirety of the series. Like, from the original to every reboot, I think Grace has only really been in, I think, 2 games that I can recall. Which was the second game and a special promotional thing that they did as a Christmas special for the series. So this is the first time in a long time that we're actually seeing Grace in the game again. And I gotta say, she's looking pretty good. I like what they've done here. This looks real good, actually. Kind of using the old over-the-shoulder controls that Resident Evil started adopting. Which is kind of ironic when you think about it. As if you're at all familiar with the history that both Alone in the Dark and Resident Evil share. Resident Evil technically aped Alone in the Dark with the tank control system that the game started using when it first launched. And then when they switched over to the over-the-shoulder thing in, what was it? 6? Or was it 4? I never really followed Resident Evil that closely, so I don't remember exactly which one it was, but whichever one that had Leon on the island country that was full of crazed psychopaths and whatnot. Whichever one that was, that's about to my recollection when they started doing the over-the-shoulder thing. But after Resident Evil did that, subsequent games in the Alone in the Dark series started using the over-the-shoulder thing as well. So it's like Resident Evil aped Alone in the Dark, and then later, Alone in the Dark aped Resident Evil. And that's kind of hilarious to think about. And Jack in the Box. Good stuff. So what do we got over here? What's this?
Not my best work, if I'm being honest.
Huh. You know, I never pictured Grace to have a southern accent. Alright, I dig it. I'm for it. I'm for it.
I can't wait to paint this. Gonna give it a big mustache.
Oh, and we got working mirrors even. I seriously hope this means we'll get like monsters creeping up behind us when we're looking in mirrors or something. That would be fun. That would be so much fun. Anything else to look at here before we continue forward? I don't think there is. Okay. Let's go ahead and move forward then. Here we go. Here we go! Alright, cool. Alright. I dig it.
Look at this mess.
Oh. Well, okay then.
Oh, goodness, you scared me.
What are you up to, Jeremy?
I have to tell someone what is going on here. I have to try. You're not one of them, are you? Please tell me, Grace. You're not a spy, are you?
Who's spy?
What?
Them. The others. All of them. No, you're too innocent.
I'm too innocent.
A spy. What?
I need to get this letter to my niece. She would understand.
Just give it to the clerk, Mr. Waits, and he'll post it.
No, he could be in on it. What if he won't post my letter?
Then don't make it look like it's one of yours. Here, let me do it. Miss Emily Hartwood, Dauphin Street, New Orleans. You don't have the number? Not sure the postman's gonna find it without... Jeremy? Where'd he go? I'll just post it myself then. I'll just take this letter downstairs to the clerk's office myself.
Okay. I am absolutely digging this so far. So again, like I said, Alone in the Dark is a game series that has always had a very prominent place in my personal history with horror games. And Jeremy Hartwood was actually a very important name in the beginning of the series. You never actually got to see his face originally. But he's kind of he's kind of the guy that gets the ball rolling with a lot of the events that happen throughout the games. And generally, actually not even generally, it very much is the case, but Jeremy gets killed, like, very early in the game. You don't even see it happen. It's that early in the game. Like, before you're even present to see the shit that he's caused. He's already gotten himself killed. I don't remember if it's because he offs himself or the monsters that he awakens decide to do him in.
I wish Batiste would drive me around all day. Maybe if I broke my leg.
Oh, Grace, you little scamp. But yeah, whether it was Jeremy offed himself or the monsters that he woke up killed him, I don't quite remember. I'd have to revisit the first game to remember that exactly. Like, we're talking the very, very, very first Alone in the Dark. Because seriously, this series is old. It is literally decades old. It predates so many of the horror titles that people are familiar with.
How are there so many books in this house and still nothing I want to read?
And so far, this is proving itself to be very much like how the old games panned out.
Uh-oh, Cassandra, I'm touching your typewriter.
So I'm loving this right now. I am loving this right now.
Huh?
Wait a minute. I thought this door went outside. From the looks of it, well, from the sounds of it, Grace is apparently just as confused by this as I am.
I already washed my hands today. Cassandra should be more careful with her medicine.
Now, Cassandra is a name that I'm not familiar with. I think that's a character they added for this new version of the game specifically. Oh.
They're so creepy.
I agree. And I kind of like it. Look at this. Oh. Oh, oh.
No, Jamie, what have you done?
Okay. All right. Okay, I am for this right now. I am all for this. I have no fucking clue what's going on at the moment, but I'm for this. I like it. I like this. I dig it. Okay. I can't say that surprises me. What's up with this? Apparently this is nothing I can examine. At least not at the moment. And I also couldn't help but notice how nonplussed Grace seemed to be about what just happened. Like, the lights suddenly going out and the statues rearranging themselves like that. Okay, that aside, but that happening up there, Grace seemed a little less scared by it and more disappointed in Jeremy over it. Like, this is something that's happened before. And that kind of has me amused. Okay. Push the bear. There we go. Thinking about it, though, if this Grace is anything like the Grace from the older games, the fact that she's kind of nonplussed about most of what's going on at the moment, isn't that surprising to me? Because the Grace in the older games, that Grace saw some shit. From demonic toys to pirate ghosts. She's seen shit. So this sort of stuff she would most likely be used to, if this is anything like the Grace from the old games.
I suppose this mess pales in comparison to the foyer. Oh, a little night music.
Nice. Wait a minute. Oh, that's not a mirror. Okay. Okay.
Mr. Waits, hello? Oh my god, the look that was on her face. Just like, huh, well, this happened.
Last night I dreamt that my uncle hung himself in the attic, that we were too late. The house looked different, but it was still called Dorsetto.
Definitely a weird place. Feels like I've been here before. I just can't think why.
Let's not waste any time, Detective.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you're right. Let's go get your uncle, Miss Hartwood.
And there they are. The protagonists of the original series. Emily Hartwood and Edward Carnby themselves. Ah, lovely, wonderful, excellent, beautiful.